Hello, welcome everybody to the international press conference that we are going to host with our friends from Vietnam. Without further ado, we're going to welcome to the Miss Transstar Vietnam, Miss Kim Kim. And now she joined us. Hello, darling. I'm going to get better this. Now it's okay. How are you? Can you listen? Okay, wait a second. Now, hello. I'll make your, yes, activate your microphone, please.
Okay, it's activated. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Welcome
Yay.
so much. I will remove this. Welcome so much. Welcome to the Miss Transstar International family.
Thank
And
you.
I want to know how are you experiencing all this terrible situation, or I think that is much better if we chronologically explain to the people what's going on in
Okay.
Vietnam and why there is so much scandal
Yeah.
around the franchise of Miss Transstar International.
Yeah.
So we listen
So,
to you, my love.
okay, thank you so much. Hello everyone. My name is Kim Kim. I'm currently Miss Transstar International Vietnam 2023. So you asked me how I'm feeling right now.
Yes.
This is a time that I'm supposed to be happy and be excited and living my dream as Miss Transstar Vietnam right now. However, it has been interrupted by such scandal as um, with a company that I work with called Q Talent, which represent by Miss
That,
Nguyen
sorry,
Như
but
Quỳnh.
that you worked.
I work with, yeah, I
Yes.
used to work with. I'm
I
not with
used to
them
work it,
anymore.
yes.
Yes. So supposedly they had um, the franchise right, and they told me they had the franchise right of uh, Miss Trans International Vietnam. However, turn out they don't have the franchise, and everything that they've done is illegal, and that and it has put a little bit scandal on my title at the moment. And thankfully, I'm working with the international team organization, and you guys have welcomed me into the family because you see how hard I've been working, and what I'm doing is fighting for my rights as my rightfully queen for Vietnam to represent. And at the moment, there will we are processing lawsuit and everything soon. The company that is
So
front
you are suing Q Talent, and of
Mhm.
course this
Nguyễn Như Quỳnh,
yes,
Miss Nguyễn
Mrs.
Như Quỳnh.
Queen.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yes,
so what
we are
happened?
listening.
So what happened is that she's a misused Miss Transstar name and brand, and she has represented herself as a franchise holder in Vietnam and has
If
presented.
you make a pause there, I want to show the people the contract that Mrs. Queen show you in February, if I am correct. I
Yes,
got
in
it
Feb.
here. Let me check. Is it in February or March that when you ask for the legal papers because you wanted to know, and this person also requests money from you, right?
Yes, so we have two contract with Q Talent and represented by Miss Nguyễn Như Quỳnh, and we signed it. I signed it in February of '09, and
Yes.
she presented the paper, which is funny because the paper is an invitation from you guys, which says on the 27th of March,
I don't know
and
if the people is watching now. I got it in my I got it in my screen, the contract. I don't know if the people are watching. Let me check. Sorry for
Mhm.
it's a little bit complicated to be presenting, doing and directing this broadcast. So let me.
No worries. We have time. Just take your time.
Yes. So, and before anything, I wanted to say hello to all the sisters in Vietnam. Xin chào Vietnam.
Say ciao.
And so I don't know if we're over. Let me check. Okay, now I stop it with sharing. And please, so I want to tell the people that this, you have to, can you show it there with you if you have it there? Better?
Sure.
Yes.
So let's address the first. The so Q Talent is still saying that they did have a franchise with you guys with Miss Trans Star International, and she has published on there that it was signed on the I believe on the third on the 29th of February. Over here.
29th of
Sorry.
February. Yes.
No, no, no. On the 28th of February is
Yes.
this. This is the letter that she posted on
It's,
Facebook
yes, it's upside
under.
down. It's upside down, baby.
It's not upside down. I think it's the camera that's
Ah, it's
backward.
your
But
camera. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So it does said that on here that on the February of 29th is when you guys are working on the contract and 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 that she has the right to the franchise. However, the contract with her and I, we signed on the 9th of February, which is almost a month, almost 3 weeks before she has a franchise. So when we signed the
I want
contract,
to make it very clear she never got the franchise.
mm,
This is very important. And
mhm.
so before we go to that situation, I want to explain to the people of Vietnam, because for
Okay.
you, we are a new, maybe you know it, Mr. Star International, but from outside, I want to make it clear that Mr. Star International is not another beauty pageant, because we
Hmm.
put a lot of emphasis. We highlight not only the beauty of our contestants, but we look for women that are involved in their society, that are political activists, that
Hmm.
create the change in society and can be an example, a role
Hmm.
model for the upcoming generations.
Hmm.
So why this is why it is so important that our representatives are empowered, that work in community, feel part of the community. And we, thanks God, this year would be our 10th anniversary. In
Hmm.
this 10th anniversary, we had 10 warriors, Amazonas, as Miss Transstar International from all over the world. Miss Transstar International is present in America, in North America, Central America, South America, Europe, Africa,
And now Asia.
Oceania, and Asia. So this is how we grow in the last 10 years. And we are so thankful to all of you, the trans girls around the world, for support us, to all our sponsors. And I want to tell also the people that from last year, we count with the City Hall of Santa Susana, Barcelona, that is our sponsor, cover our back, work with us, and we together organize empowerment activities during the pageant. The pageant is not the day that you see of the final. Our contestants are all gathered together in the same luxurious hotel for 7 days. So we give not only formation in catwalks or photography, but we see our misses as a integral miss that has to know about history, about general culture, and she cannot not don't know what's going on in her country.
Hmm.
So also they we for now for break the ice. The first thing I asked since last year is the girl to write a presentation and telling us by writing in I think 500 words how is the legal situation and the legal frame that is in her country, so we can have also a wider knowledge and we can organize all the non-profit organizations that work with us to
Mhm.
start to empower and give all the material we got and start to organize that community in order to first our first always that is the one we want the most is our legal recognition in our IDs that
Yes.
Vietnam
Yeah.
don't have it yet, right?
So, as you are Miss Maxima, you are as the executive director of Miss Trendstar, and you have mentioned that our the beauty the contest is mainly focused on what we can do for our community, what we can do for ourselves, and and fight all these uh, all these venues that all these actually fight for trans rights and all the community work that we should be putting into. So the thing is that right now there is
This is
a
very important because I'm talking very fast
mhm,
and we have with us an interpreter as well, right?
yes,
So I would like that in this in the broadcast, what we are talking, it is being translated live also for the Vietnam community. There is a lot online at
it is
the moment. A
because
lot.
all the information's out there. So let's
Thank you
focus
so
on.
much, Vietnam.
Thank you so much, Ms. Transar. So to focus on right now, the question that people has is, does Q Talent Miss Nguyen has or ever has a franchise with Miss Transtar? And if she doesn't, how come she has the screenshot of the email and the contract that you guys that Miss Transtar International has sent to her,
Yes.
and she's using that as something that between Miss Transtar International and her did agree upon it. Did she sign it? Two, did she pay for the
First of
franchise?
all, the contract that she showed you and that she got with us
Mm-hmm.
is very funny because have no kind of it's not coherent. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I what I assume is that Mrs. Queen is not a fluid English speaker
Mm-hmm.
because I in a part she invited to I don't know like to a restaurant but because and where is my name that I supposed to sign that contract is not my signature but it's the signature of the founder. So I was deeply concerned where she got the signature of Mrs. Tara
Mm-hmm.
Wells. And then we remind that last year they have a last minute situation with Vicky Chow. So
Mm-hmm.
Tara Wells is so involved with all our contestants. She's always behind everything. And she went and signed this paper that if I don't forget if I remember very well, it was for her visa, the invitation letter to get into the Schengen area. The Schengen
For
area is all the European countries.
yes,
For
for
the people to know.
and that was the invitation for Miss Quinn or Miss Vicky
No,
Chow.
the invitation. This is Vicky Chow. She's subscribed last year. We
Mm.
don't even knew who was Miss Queen or Q Talent or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But we authorize and send invitation letters to the team of every miss because every miss arrived to Spain with hairstylist, mostly hairstylist and makeup artist, and someone that also may sometimes help with all that has to
Correct.
do with
Her
dress.
team. Yes,
Yes, a
yes. Her.
team.
Mhm.
So we demand with 2 months in advance or 3 months in advance, depending of the country, the whole team and names to do the proper invitations,
I
right?
understand. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there are countries like Thailand that sometimes Thailand came with 12 assistants,
Yeah.
and this last that year, it was Mrs. Vicky Chow, and we met there. I was waiting for them in the airport and arrived with Mrs. Queen.
Mm.
So this is how she arrived, Vicky Chow, not Miss Queen,
Queen.
not
Mhm.
Q Talent, because we didn't know her, but
Okay.
we sympathize with her because we saw her really working behind Vicky Chow. But I cannot talk about something that I don't know. If how was
Mm-hmm.
the relationship with her, because also it's not my concern. I have to
Mm-hmm.
take care of the well-being of 30 contestants plus the logistic of international beauty pageant. So um, we have a beautiful time with Vicky Chow. So if she is watching this, I send a huge hug for my sister Vicky Chow. She represents really nice. She's a very intelligent and super funny little young
Mm-hmm.
lady, and so this is the how all the story with Mrs. Q.
Okay. So basically, that's one of the questions that the public has had, and also Miss Queen, Miss Queen, and the Miss Q Talent, Q company Q Talent, and also on the page of Miss Transstar Vietnam has said that if she didn't have the legal paperwork for franchise, how did she send Miss Vicky Chow to the national
Because she
contest?
didn't send
And,
anyone. Vicky Chow applied by herself.
oh, okay. So Vicky Chow
Hmm.
applied on her own on the website through her own, and then Miss Gwen came along as her team, and then from there, you guys know who she is.
Yes, and let me remind you that Vicky Chow was posted on the official Twitter of the Embassy of Spain in Ho Chi Minh.
Mm,
So there you see that there was no missing queue, or because we personal arrange her
mm-hmm,
invitation letter to arrive to
mm-hmm.
Barcelona. And
Okay.
I
So,
want to tell the people as well that when it's a new country that join our contest, we always, like in every business, we give the first year as a trial. So the people from the country, the contestant, and if there is someone involved that want to acquire the franchise,
mm-hmm,
can get
mm-hmm,
involved and get by and prove and get that experience by their own. So it's not like
mm,
they told me how it is. No, we want that the real people from the country get involved and desire and express openly that they want to work with us because they support our project and
mm-hmm.
not a crown. If you
Okay.
understand what I mean.
Yeah. So so once again, when Vicky Chow went to Barcelona for the international contest, she applied for herself, and there's no Q talent involved, and there's
No, we
no
don't even knew
contract
who
between
was.
her.
No.
So another another I'm sorry, I'm reading something that sent another question that
And this is
another
very important. Wait, sorry.
okay.
That we always, 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 and you can talk by your own experience, Kim, we support our trans sisters, our
Mm-hmm,
trans contestants. Our
mm-hmm,
priority is that sister, not the
mm-hmm,
company, not a national director. Our priority is the contestant. Without the sister contestant, there is no Miss Star International. You girls are the stars. You
mm-hmm.
are our stars.
Okay, let me take a moment and talk
Yes.
in Vietnamese to the public right now. So, xin chào mọi người. Thì nãy giờ Kim Kim nói chuyện với Miss Maxima. Karen là người Executive Director của ban tổ chức Miss Transstar quốc tế. Thì hai cái vấn đề mà Kim Kim hỏi cô về phía cạnh đó là, một là Q Talent và đại diện bởi bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh đang có bản quyền của quốc tế, của ban tổ chức Miss Star International không? Thì như cô Maxima đã trả lời là không có và chưa bao giờ ký. Thì cái đó là một cái khía cạnh mà bên Q Talent và bên Miss Transstar, trang của Miss Transstar Việt Nam đã đưa thông tin là đã có. Thì bây giờ bên ban tổ chức quốc tế đã phán là không có cái bản quyền đó cho Việt Nam và chưa có ký với bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh. Thì cái thứ hai nữa là hỏi cái vấn đề mà bên Miss Transstar Việt Nam, trang của chính bên đó có đề ra là nếu không có bản quyền thì năm 2022 tại sao lại đưa Vicky Châu đi thi được nếu không có bản quyền. Thì cô Maxima đã giải thích là vào năm 2022 khi mà Vicky Châu đi thi là Vicky Châu đã tự ghi danh trên trang web của Miss Transstar. Như hiện tại bây giờ những quốc gia nào mà không có đại diện của bản quyền thì thí sinh của những nước đó vẫn có thể lên và ghi danh tên mình và những cái hoạt động của mình trong cộng đồng và những sự gọi là những cái lý do mà mình có thể trở thành được đại diện cho cái nước của mình. Thì năm 2022 thì Vicky Châu đã làm như vậy và đã được ban tổ chức chấp nhận vì cái tiêu chuẩn của cô đáp ứng được cái sự nhu cầu của ban tổ chức. Thì người ta đã gửi cho Vicky Châu cái lá thư mời. Thì khi mà ở Việt Nam hoặc là những cái nước mà phải cần visa đi qua Âu Châu thì mình phải cần một cái thư mời của ban tổ chức quốc tế. Thì ban tổ chức quốc tế Miss Transstar International đã gửi cái lá thư đó để mời Vicky Châu và những người trong team của cô ấy để có thể đi xin visa tại lãnh sự quán Tây Ban Nha để có thể xin giấy phép visa để xuất ngoại. Thì trong đó cái team của Vicky Châu thì lúc đó có bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh là người mà như bà Maxima đã nói là chưa bao giờ làm việc với trong cái thời lúc đó và chưa biết tới. Cho tới khi mà vào cuộc thi thì bà có gặp bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh đi chung team với Vicky Châu. Thì đó là cái lý do mà Vicky Châu đã được chọn đi thi, là vì Vicky Châu đã tự ghi danh và được ban tổ chức chấp nhận làm đại diện Việt Nam tại vì đủ tiêu chuẩn là một người chuyển giới và cô đã có những nỗ lực vào năm đó. Thì hiện tại, và cô cũng nhấn mạnh là hiện tại Việt Nam không có bản quyền của Miss Transstar International, Miss Transstar Việt Nam nha mọi người. Và vì lý do đó nên những cái lùm xùm những cái lùm xùm hiện tại đã ảnh hưởng tới cái danh hiệu của Miss Transstar.
I prefer that as we are talking, we make stops and then you translate in the moment, because otherwise it becomes too long and people get
Exactly.
lost. Okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna
Thì
use
hiện tại
that dynamic. So
okay, thì hiện
I want to now make it clear. I not only myself in representation of Miss Star International, I am working for the last 2 years to get Vietnam franchise in our members of our community. Myself signed letters to the Ministry of Culture of Vietnam, to another minister more, because this is what we provide to anyone that want to be part of our family, is tell them who we are, what we do, and why it is so important that in the country, and more in a country like Vietnam, there are so many of transgender women, and we really see it so unfair that so many of you and you don't have a legal recognition yet. So we see it that this has to be a priority to start at least start you girls talking each other and organize each other, because everything
Mhm.
started with, hey
Well,
sis, come to my house and let's have a coffee, there's something we
yeah.
want to talk. So
Well, yes, that's the thing. In since like you said, in Vietnam, there's no real representation of the trans community here. So often people look as our community in here in Vietnam as something second class. Not important, not worthy of protecting and everything like that. And so I am here, you know, talking to you internationally, and also doing all this lawsuit so that people will take transgender people seriously, and especially for any company like the company that I'm suing right now, that it's trying to exploit the trans community, will
that's the
have
thing,
will have
because
a look.
this is specifically where I talk, and I have the screenshot of all this
Yeah.
with Mrs. Queen, that one of our major goals is empower the trans community so we
Hmm.
can say stop very out loud to the exploitations that we are victim worldwide.
Hmm.
Stop people, is crazy, but people abuse from us, exploit us, and we have even to say thank you to them,
Yeah.
because we are always scared for terrible consequences.
Okay, let me translate real quick.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So, thì mọi người thì mới nói chuyện với bên phía cạnh về vấn đề quyền lợi của người chuyển giới, thì Miss Star International rất là quan trọng về bảo vệ quyền chuyển giới, quyền lợi chuyển giới cho những người chuyển giới giống như Kim Kim đây, và tiền tại Việt Nam thì người chuyển giới của chúng ta không có được coi trọng lắm, và cũng thường dễ bị coi như là không được bảo vệ, ờm, chưa được bảo vệ qua những cái vấn đề pháp luật, hoặc là chưa được ờ, sự ủng hộ nhiều, đông đủ hơn để mình có cái sức mạnh và có cái tiếng nói trong xã hội của mình. Thì cái lý do mà Kim Kim muốn làm rõ những cái chuyện này, như từ nói chuyện với ban tổ chức để rõ là công ty kia đã không có bản quyền mà lại dám ký hợp đồng với Kim Kim, và đã gian dối với Kim Kim là có hợp đồng để Kim Kim ký vào một bản hợp đồng, hai bản hợp đồng để trục lợi riêng cho mình. Đó là Kim Kim muốn làm rõ cái chuyện đó, để sao, để cho cộng đồng chuyển giới của mình không bị lợi dụng và không bị những cái công ty đang tìm lợi riêng cho mình để tìm tới và lợi dụng những cái ước mơ của người chuyển giới, những cái hy vọng của người chuyển giới để làm lợi riêng cho mình, và ảnh hưởng tới một cái cộng đồng tốt đẹp như vậy. Đó thì đó là cái chính mà Kim Kim và cô Maxima đang nói về điều kiện đó. Cái thứ hai nữa là cái quyền lợi của người chuyển giới, thực sự mình phải rất là tôn trọng, tại vì đây là những cái mỗi người có một ước mơ riêng, và ước mơ Kim là luôn luôn được có thể đại diện Việt Nam đi thi quốc tế. Và qua cái những ngày vẫn tuần vừa qua, đúng ra cái thời điểm này là thời điểm đẹp nhất của Kim Kim, làm đại diện Miss Transstar Việt Nam. Nhưng mà vì bị lùm xùm nên Kim Kim không có được hạnh phúc trong cái vai trò của mình hiện tại. Tại vì sao? Tại Kim Kim phải đang làm với luật sư để kiện cáo, Kim đang phải làm với ban tổ chức Tây Ban Nha để sao cái quyền lợi của mình là một hoa hậu chuyển giới của Miss Transstar vẫn được tiếp tục đi thi. Và ngoài đó Kim Kim phải lo những cái sự gọi là tác động ở phía bên ngoài, và những cái gọi là chiêu trò không đẹp từ một đơn vị nào đó đối với mình, thì đó rất là, hiện tại mình không có hạnh phúc như vậy.
I will
Thì Kim
now
tiếp tục.
make it more resume what the facts that happened on this
Mhm.
time. So till 4 days ago, or 5 days ago, Mrs. Queen was begging me to please sign that, do again the contract, because I declare null the draft, we made a binding draft contract, uh, and this didn't become effective because she didn't pay the amount of the franchise. And not only that, she didn't pay, she don't even send it back signed. How can I trust in a
Mm,
person? So in any business, this would be understood as, sorry, I'm not interested,
yeah.
right?
So the email that she has from Miss Transtar that you guys sent over to her, that is a draft of the contract so that she can review. And also, if she had signed it and paid the fee for Miss Transtar International, she would have had the
Yes, and I wanted
right.
also to tell this because it's really funny, or well, sad actually, uh, that I made, and I changed the date of this contract 3 times, because
Mm,
the first time she told me that she got a problem, blah blah blah. The second time, that her translator, the interpreter that I met in Barcelona, was living in the Netherlands, and she was going to bring it to
mhm,
me,
mm,
the contract and the money. And the third time is the one that it was the binding contract that
mm,
she, and also I sent it once again because she sent, the first time I sent the contract, she only signed it with a stamp of Q Talent. And
mhm,
in article number 2, if I don't, if I remember very well, says that this contract is for her sole persona of Mrs. Queen. It's not for
mhm.
a venture, how you say it, for a company or a association.
For profit.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, no, you can profit if you want.
Yeah,
But
yeah, but not for a company. It
but
was just for
exactly,
her.
because that's the
Mhm.
reason when someone acquire a franchise, but it's one person. So it's for us also to be sure that we are giving to a person that we trust, and that person is responsible for everything that
Mhm.
happened in that country and is accountable.
Okay, let me translate.
Yes.
Thì Miss Maxima vừa nói tới vấn đề là một lần nữa là bản quyền của Miss Transa Việt Nam. Thì 4 ngày trước cô nói là bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh đã gọi và đã nhắn tin xin là được mua lại bản quyền và xin được hợp tác. Tại cái lý do mà bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh xin đó là tại vì trước đây Miss Transstar International đã có gửi qua một cái hợp đồng để duyệt nha mọi người, chứ không phải là để đó là hợp đồng chính thức để cho bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh coi và duyệt qua, là để coi những cái thông tin đó có hợp lý, hợp theo cái nhu cầu của bà không. Và tới hiện tại bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh chưa có ký cái hợp đồng đó và vẫn chưa chốt tiền cho cái hợp đồng để mua bản quyền đó, nên bởi vậy trên trang chính thức của Miss International Queen, Miss International, Miss Trans International đã
Okay,
đưa thông tin
one
là
second, Kim, because I was thinking before this.
okay.
Quiero decirles a todos los fans de habla hispana que las veo acá en el vivo, que los subtítulos en español, una vez que termine el vivo, yo me voy a encargar de que todo esto tenga subtítulos en español para que ustedes puedan entender. I'm telling the girls, because we have a huge audience in Latin
Yeah,
America,
yeah, yeah.
that when this finish, I will be putting the captions in
English and
Spanish,
Spencer.
so
Yeah.
everybody can understand what is happening, and we can prevent this to happen
Exactly.
again, because
Mm.
this was a terrible experience.
Ok. Thì để Kim Kim tiếp tục là hiện tại đó là trên trang Miss Transstar International á, là có đủ quốc gia đang coi từ sau Tây cái gì Nam Mỹ rồi Tây Ban Nha rồi người Việt như mình, nên sau khi cái video này xong thì sẽ có những cái phụ đề là tiếng Việt và tiếng Tây Ban Nha cho mọi người coi. Thì để tiếp theo cái câu chuyện của bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh là như cô Maxima nói là chưa hề ký hợp đồng khi mà người ta gửi qua email cho bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh duyệt và chưa hề đóng một đồng nào cho công ty để mua bản quyền. Thì nếu như vậy thì mọi người cứ tự suy nghĩ và tự theo cái tư duy của mình, thì một cái hợp đồng có giá trị hay không là cần hai cái lý do gì. mình phải ký và mình phải đóng cái tiền của ban tổ chức, đóng cái tiền của bản quyền, thì hai cái vấn đề đó vẫn chưa được đáp ứng. Và nên vậy khi mà Miss Star International thấy sùm trên báo chí là công ty Q Talent đã tổ chức buổi họp báo và đã công khai Kim Kim là người đại diện, thì công ty thì Miss Trans International đã chính thức lên trang chính của mình ở Facebook đã nói là Việt Nam chưa có bản quyền chính thức, và nên vậy khi mà đã nói vậy thì nghĩa là cái giải của cái đại diện của Kim Kim không có hiệu ứng. Thì sau đó Kim Kim đã biết là những cái giấy tờ, những cái công việc mà bên Q lên và bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh đã hứa hẹn với Kim là làm không đúng, thì Kim đã có buổi họp mặt với bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh và đã kết thúc cái hợp đồng đó với họ, tại vì họ đã làm sai hợp đồng đối với Kim đó.
I wanna also to tell the people that Mrs. Queen started, and I tell to all the other people that is not speak and is not in Vietnam, started a campaign for desprestigizing.
Desperate.
Yes. And also spread fake information about that deeply affect my persona and the good name of this pageant. Like she in a very bad photoshops, but because I don't know who she did this to her, because I know she don't have this kind of knowledge, but that we offer, that we sell the crown of Miss Star International, and we ask for 100,000 euros. Was like this? I saw it posted there in all the inquiries she talked. So, and it's funny because did happen that she offered me money. This did happen. And I share with my sister Kim the screenshot of that, and a lot of times, not only once. And I said to her this, I've been honest from the beginning about this. Miss Star International crown is not for sale. If your candidate is so good as you are telling me, so you don't have nothing to worry. If she is the one, she will be the one. What I can offer you again is the franchise. But never.
But she never signed it.
No. She never signed it. She never signed the contract. And I would never. I explained to you and I explained to everybody. We receive 30 girls every year. Imagine we would never risk our reputation, our work of our lives for a crown of one girl, because next year we have 30 more. So if that circle of trust is broken, there's no more pageant, there's no more empowerment, and I don't know, I will have to come back to the classify to the classify in the newspaper, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've presented to you the paper that she sent to me that was signed by Victoria. That's the letter where you guys invited me as Miss Transstar, and from
I want to tell
you
that
said
Victoria is my legal name. Victoria is my legal name. Yes.
Yeah, but the letter that she sent to me that I've emailed to you regarding to on March 27th. And that one, you said that was Photoshop and, to present to me falsely, and it's not correct.
No. This is totally fake, and it have no coherence in English. What she write first in the first page, and in the second page, she's invited to a restaurant or I don't know what. Is it because I read some names there, and the signature of that paper is from Tara, not mine. So it put my name and Tara's signature.
I see.
We are very good friends with Tara, but we don't live together and we don't confuse our name with our signatures.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
so this is what also she threatened me. She threatened that she will destroy any possibility of Miss Trans Vietnam. That that she got a authorization of the government to realize this. Blah blah blah. But now I separate because I want to share. I did a research because this company Q Talent, if you go to their site, they got the representation even from Miss Universe Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
I listened myself. There is not that nobody told me. I saw
Mm.
a video in Instagram where Mrs. Queen is telling in a train that she got Miss Grand Vietnam. No, Miss Universe Vietnam.
Mm-mm-mm.
So I got this site here. Let me see if I can share my screen because I find something amazing this morning. And as
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, King Kim, God works in mysterious ways.
Okay.
So now, let me share my screen if
Okay, my
it's
love.
possible. Now, okay, yes, here. So tell me if everybody is watching this.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it? I will
I
go
don't see.
back to the. It says Miss Teen World in Vietnam. This is a information that everybody can check. You can find it at missteenworld.com. That is
Mm.
the official site of Miss
Oh,
Teen
I
World
have right here
Vietnam.
too. Uh-huh.
And as soon as you start to get down, says fraud alert. Fraud,
Mm-hmm.
and this is Mrs. Queen, and it says her name, Nguyen New Queen, a scammer. And says alert all national directors in the world. Press
Mm.
release, scam alert. Beware of this impostor named Nguyen Nu Queen, who
Mm-hmm.
contacted us on March 16, 2022 for the licensing in Vietnam and now intends to take over our pageant name without
Mm.
having any trademark registration or authorization from the Ecuador-based Misting World Organization since the year 2001 and all that. I want to tell also that she did the same thing with Miss Transtar Vietnam, according to her, because she talked to me in all of her threats, and she said to me that nobody will be able to do this because she registered the trademark as her own. This
Mm.
is an international crime. As I want to tell to Mrs. Queen also that she committed a terrible offense and it is a very strong crime in Vietnam according to Vietnam constitution and according to uh, the cyber space law, I think is the name,
Mhm.
that they was become effective in 2019 and in 2022 completed. She showed in the social media my ID with my
Mhm.
name, my ID number. So now I have to freeze all my bank accounts and for her mistake. This
Yeah.
this will have consequence because I am very famous that I never stay with my crossed arms.
Mm. I
So
understand.
this will have consequence. And I want to tell our people in Vietnam, and I want to make it very short because we are going to be an hour is too much for
Yeah.
being on the air.
Mhm.
I sent on the day of yesterday a letter like telling her that we are going to start legal actions against her for the misrepresentation, illegal use of our trademarks and copyrights, exploitation of the trans community,
Mhm.
the, the what did she do with posting my ID, and all the other things that she is really. I should really, this also really affects me as a person. I want to tell
Yeah.
you, I'll tell you,
Mm-hmm.
I am a person that I don't like to have problems with anybody. And I am a being of light, you know. I try to help everybody, not only trans, everybody. And that someone is giving this and talking bad about my work, and all the work we've been doing that we built for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this is a terrible experience.
Mm-hmm.
That with this doesn't mean that we don't want to work with Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
As you publish in our in your social media, and I published in ours yesterday. When I start to realize what was going on here, I immediately call you, immediately open to you all the help we can, because our priority is you. This is why in the when I offered to you immediately to keep your crown, you told me that you wanted to think about it, and I
Mm-hmm.
in the letter said tell you we are gonna waiting for you, because we understand what I also want to tell Vietnam people. I was a Miss. I was Miss Argentina in 2016. So I know how it is to be in your shoes and the anxiety and trauma that this caused you. So, by any point of view, I want that you think that your place is not secure in our 10th anniversary edition. Now you accepted and signed a letter that you accepted, and I'm really happy, Kim. And I just want to tell you, welcome to our family, welcome to our sisterhood, and let's make this tragedy something positive. This is what I always do.
Mm-hmm.
Make Let's take our failures, our wicked point, and make it turn it over and make it our strength.
Mm.
Thanks to this, everybody know in the world of the pageantry know who is Mrs. Queen, and now we know how to prevent that these kind of petty criminals abuse from little girls, innocent girls
Mm-hmm.
that have a dream to become a Miss. Because the ideal of a Miss is, and more in a trans Miss, the trans pageantry, it is so important in the formation of our identity, because we don't have usually a mother, a sister, or someone that teach us how to behave in an event, how to behave feminine correctly, and this is what pageantry does. So this is why it's more current than never being a Miss Trans.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
we
thank you
have
so
some
much.
invited here in the live that we didn't introduce. So
Okay.
I would like to dedicate this time for them too, because for sure they have questions.
Okay.
Yeah, we make it very long.
Let me
So
translate real quick too.
yes, of course, please.
So Miss Maxima thì bà Maxima vừa nói về vấn đề là không chỉ là cái hợp tác giữa Miss Transtar và bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh, đại diện của công ty Q Talent đã không có hiệu ứng và không có hợp tác về bản quyền, và những cái thông tin bà Quỳnh đưa ra đều là sai về thông tin và sai về phía cạnh pháp lý, và còn đưa lên hình ảnh và ID của bà Maxima, tên thật là Victoria Karam, và đã làm ảnh hưởng tới những công việc xung quanh của bà, tại vì đã đưa thông tin cái chứng minh nhân dân của bà lên trên mạng khi công khai những gọi là thông tin không đúng. Và hiện tại không chỉ với Miss Star International mà tại một cuộc thi Miss Teen World như Kim đã cho mọi người coi, là cái thông tin hôm nay đã mới thấy đưa lên là đã cảnh cáo cho tất cả đại diện của Miss Teen World là hãy coi chừng và hãy cảnh cáo là bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh, họ có viết tên trong này luôn mà, là một người gọi là theo theo cái thông tin báo là bà là một người lừa đảo và hiện tại đang muốn chiếm lợi và chiếm cái danh hiệu Miss Teen World ở Việt Nam. Như hiện tại trên trang cá nhân và trên trang thông tin của Q Talent vẫn và Miss Transstar Việt Nam vẫn đề là cái bản quyền đã cái tên danh hiệu Miss Transstar Việt Nam ở Việt Nam đã đăng ký cho công ty và không được ai sử dụng. Nhưng nếu đăng ký một cái danh hiệu đó mà không có bản quyền của quốc tế thì làm sao dùng được cái tên Miss Transstar được? Tại Miss Transstar đã là một cái danh hiệu quốc tế của người ta rồi. Thì tại Việt Nam muốn cướp đi cái quyền đó của Miss Star International thì họ đang làm việc với pháp lý và luật sư và để khai kiện bà Nguyễn Như Quỳnh đã làm sai những cái trong hợp đồng và không phải trong hợp đồng mà của những cái công việc công khai những thông tin không đúng và đã ảnh hưởng tới chương trình. Đó là một cái vấn đề. Thì Kim tiếng Việt cũng không rành lắm nên cũng tạm dịch cho mọi người hiểu được nha. Và sau khi video này xong thì sẽ có những cái phụ đề bằng tiếng Việt để cho mọi người hiểu hơn nữa. Ok, Maxima, Miss Maxima.
Yes, I got, yes. So, thank you so much. And this is, at the end happened what I told you. This is why it was so important that you speak about it, that you take legal actions, because otherwise these women go from patient to patient to girl, from girl to girl, taking money from them. She took a lot of money from you. You didn't tell the people this. She promised you a lot of things, and before all of this become public, she removed the crown for her, and she said that she breached the contract. And then when I find out all this, I immediately took cards in all this matter, and I said, well, it's impossible that you breach any contract because she don't have a contract with us.
Exactly.
So this is how twisted all the situation is. And you see her lack of intelligence, because if she was a little bit more intelligent, she go immediately pay what she has to pay, and nothing of this become
What
public. And
happened?
but thanks God that become public, because it would be terrible to be associated with this kind of people.
Yeah.
So yes,
Thì
we're
bà
gonna
Max.
welcome the
Okay.
invited the press that we got here from Vietnam. We have
Okay.
some journalists from Vietnam that I want to welcome. So
Okay.
welcome to the press of Vietnam as well. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And I okay, now I got it. Your microphone is open. I would like if you can put your camera on, please, because I only see black.
Và hiện tại bây
Or
giờ
what
là
I did. Wait, no, it's me. Sorry, it's me. No, it's okay. No. Yes. So now, yes, this person is here. Yes. So, but if can,
hiện tại mình có thể bật cam lên giúp cho Kim và bà Maxima không ạ? Xin lỗi mình là bên đơn vị nào ạ? Hello.
hello, I got it here. His name is. It said South Star.
Hiện tại mọi người ở đây là đại diện của báo chí South Star nha, báo chí thông tin entertainment hàng đầu tại Việt Nam. Thì South Star is a leading number one in entertainment news, and they will be conversation with us regarding to the situation. Và xin chào đón đơn vị của South Star. Và hiện tại Cam thì chưa thấy và cũng chưa nghe được bên anh chị South Star, thì xin hỗ trợ Kim về hình ảnh đó. Và
This was
hello.
for me also was very important to come here today and give our to tell the people the truth and stop with this. So welcome, Mr. South Star. we are facing some communication issues now.
Some
So
technical issues, yes. Đang bị lỗi công nghệ nha mọi người, xin mọi người hãy chờ đợi một chút. Thì hiện tại là
I would
có
recommend him if he can log out and come enter again. Maybe this will work. Is that okay?
nếu
Can
mà
you?
bên Southstar có thể nghe Kim Kim được thì mình có thể thoát ra ngoài và log in lại lần nữa ha, để
Yes.
có thể dễ dàng kết nối hơn.
So I want to tell the people this always are the risk when you do live television,
Yeah.
live broadcastings. So I want to invite all the people in Asia, Vietnam, and the world to the 10th anniversary of Miss Star International that would be held in Barcelona, Spain. In I cannot I cannot say yet the exact date, but it would be in September. This is the only thing I can say. And we are planning a great anniversary with so many invited people that also a lot of friends. Our former Miss Star International from 1 to 10. And we are really proud of all of our queens, as we are really happy and proud of you also, Kim, because
Thank you.
of your courage, your values. And let me say it open, I want to congratulate your parents for the values and education they give you,
Thank
because
you.
this is not something that you go to make a course and you learn. This come from
Yes.
home and come
This
from
is
your
life.
parents.
This is life. But you're welcome to speak in Spanish. At the moment, we're waiting for Southstar.
Yes, no, les digo a las personas de habla español que vamos a estar doblando, subtitulando todo esto que está pasando. Estamos hablando con la nueva Miss Transstar Vietnam en vivo desde Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. Y quiero contarles un breve, para que entiendan un poco lo que está pasando. Hay un gran escándalo que se ha desatado en Vietnam y se ha exteriorizado a todos los concursos de belleza. Ahora que esto sirva y quede como un precedente de cómo esta gente que son criminales, porque no me queda otra forma que decirles, que abusan de nuestro colectivo en este caso, pero pasa con otros, como lo acabamos de ver. Esta persona que quería adquirir la franquicia de Miss Transstar Vietnam obtuvo dinero de la Miss Vietnam, después la descalificó, después salió hablando mal de nuestra organización, porque yo no quise firmar el contrato que le habíamos mandado, lo anulé cuando yo empecé a ver lo que estaba sucediendo. Y hoy en día esta persona está siendo demandada legalmente por la justicia de Vietnam. Y justamente esta mañana la organización de Miss Teen World puso en su sitio oficial la foto de esta misma persona con un cartel que dice estafa alerta. Esta mujer va de organización a organización y registra los trademarks, los sellos y logos como propios, lo cual es ilegal y va a ser llevado a la Corte Internacional de Justicia. Gracias por el apoyo también a la gente de Misty World. Thank you so much for the people of Misty World for make this visible. And we are gonna talk, me, myself, in person, I'm gonna talk with you. So to see how we can take some collective legal procedures against this Miss Queen. That Miss Queen is her name, is not Miss Queen International. I wanted to make it clear.
No.
Yes. So, okay. I don't see that So studies, I it's a pity because he was almost the whole broadcast live.
Yeah, I think that Southstar is following us and listen to what we have been saying and collecting all the information. I think they might have some technical issue on their part of logging in or which part, but whatever we are talking about here, Southstar is collecting all the information and will, based on that, and will proceed with. Um, Writing a story about what is going on for the
Yes,
meeting.
this is from from all this horrible experience. We
Mm-hmm.
have to see the positive of this, and the
Mm.
positive of this is that now your story will be public, and you will prevent that in the future no other Mrs. Quacksaver, like I said to her, because Quacksaver is a synonym of a scammer in in English, and that nobody can do this again and play with the fragile dreams of a young woman.
Mhm.
Period. Said no to this kind of people. And this also my message to all the girls around the world: always ask for proof.
Mm.
When before you sign any contract with any franchise, write to the mother house of that organization, to the headquarters of that organization, like Miss Kim did, because this is how everything started. And girls never trust, and we know that we cannot trust anybody. So always ask for proof, for legal proof. Where is, how, who, all the questions that you have always to sign something.
Yeah.
Yes, who, where, what, how much. Yes.
So to cut, to make everything a little shorter, because I think we've been going on for hours now. But
Okay, thank you so much to the press that we got here gathered at the Dismiss Trans Star International organization, and the representative of Miss Transtar Vietnam. And I wanted to say to all Vietnam that Kim, it is our official representative of Miss Transtar Vietnam 2023. She will be join the all the contestants in September. She will be 1 week with us, and we are really happy and proud of you, Kim. And myself, I admire you a lot.
mm.
So.
And I also thank you to the organization and thank you to you have been working with me, to with this whole mess going on. And I would take your advice. I will focus on enjoying this journey at
This
the
has to be
moment
the
and
dream of
not,
your life. Enjoy it.
yeah. And
And
as you said,
I don't want to forget because I'm always the worst one. I want to make you, I want to tell publicly, Miss Tara Wells welcomes you, our founder, to the Miss Transtar family, and she can't wait the moment to hug you and talk to you about what happened. She's a very empathic person, and
mhm,
she's deeply affected what is going on,
yeah.
because yes.
Yeah. And I thank you so much to the organization for such strong support in fighting for transgender right. And that's what I'm doing here in Vietnam. And I will proceed with all the legal process to push this into the light so that I can prevent my future sister not to be exploited and take advantage of. Also prevent non-trans also to take notice of companies such as this to you know um, take advantage of people's dream and hope to for their own gains. And I'm proudly to be Miss Transstar Vietnam 2023, and I thank you for organization for accepting me, and I'm looking forward and excited to be in Barcelona in September to meet all my sister and the organization. Thank you so much.
Okay, and now I got what I did. I got more people that I will at least to say hi because they were
Okay.
here all the time. And
Yay.
hello, welcome Star to our broadcast live.
Hello, South Star. Em xin chào bên South Star ạ.
We have other person that you can say the name because my pronunciation must be
I
terrible.
lost. I don't see the picture of us on the
Yes, I
big
don't know
screen
what's
anymore.
really going on.
Yeah.
Yes, we saw it for a minute. Okay. It's what a pity, but yeah. Okay, there. Let me
There you
check.
go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Let me check.
Hello. This is Yui.
Hello. Oh, there we are.
Hello.
Hello, Star. Welcome
Yeah.
to join us, and thank you for your patience and for being here and to support the trans community, and most important of all, to support the truth.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
We want to say thank you about giving us the all information from your parent. Yeah.
Yes,
Agent. Right.
Yeah, the pageant.
Your agent.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and. Yes, we as a transgender collective, me myself as a trans woman, and Mr. Star International as an organization, we want the best for our sisters all around the world. We work really hard for 10 years already for us to be heard, for be accountable, and to have IDs with that reflect our real identity, and to have equal access to jobs, health, and to have a I'm not gonna say normal life, but an average life, to have the equal rights than
Acceptance life.
everybody in the society.
Yeah.
So this is the main goal of us as an organization. So thank you for support these kind of ideals. You
Yeah.
make journalism something great in your country. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay. I will post it. This information about Mission Star and Mission Star Vietnam soon. Yeah. To
Yeah, thank you
all
Mhm.
so much. And
the
we're gonna
Vietnam
share it,
people.
of course.
Yeah.
So
And thank. Mhm.
yes, I have to say goodbye. We exceed the time of our broadcast.
Okay.
Thank you, Star.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you, Kim
Thank you.
Kim. And thank you to everybody that was involved in showcase the truth. Thank you. Also, we're gonna be in our next edition. We signed. I'll give you an update. We signed the franchise with Philippines this week too.
Mhm.
Mm.
So we
Congratulations.
welcome Philippines finally, and the owner of the Philippines franchise, the beautiful sister Michelle Monte Carlo. So we're gonna be posting in now in the few days in the upcoming days, uh, and welcome all Asia, Cambodia also,
Mhm.
and thank you so much, girls.
Mm.
You are not alone. You know it, and the doors of Mr. Star organization are always open. Okay, see you, and can't wait to again welcome all the 30, more than 30 this year.
Thank
So
you so much.
goodbye to all of
Goodbye.
you, and that was
Goodbye.
all for tonight. Bye bye.
Thank you
Bye bye.
everybody. Cảm ơn mọi người và cảm ơn Sasta. Cảm ơn. Bye bye nha.